So guys, here in another video, okay? And this time is a little bit different. Lately I've been doing some scale cards, okay? That they are cheaper than Nerf blasters. Yeah, I said Nerf blasters. So in today's review, closing a door here, so less sounds get into the room. So today we have this. It's not brand new, but I don't care, okay? It's better to review something time after releases, so we have more information about it and a more complete unboxing and review. So this is the Adventure Force, but it's actually made by Dark Zone, okay? The Dark Zone Aeon Pro X, the second generation of the Aeon Pro. I already reviewed and also made a disassembly guide on the Nexus Pro X, the second generation of the Nexus Pro. Okay, I have the first and second generation of the Nexus Pro. I don't have the first generation of the Aeon Pro. I don't have that, okay? This is the second generation. This one is what I have, okay? If I find a first generation, why not make a review about it, okay? But here in the box, you get the blaster itself, okay? 2 magazines, a rifling attachment, is a P card. You don't get a B card and a P card like the Nexus Pro, the bigger one. Only a P card. You can see through the box right there, okay? And enough dark to fill both magazines. What I would like to see is that even though we have 2 magazines to come in the box, that's cool, but more extra darts than necessary to load both magazines. So if you lose some darts, you are not in a shortcut. So stop waffle, take the knife, and more action. Oh, that came out horribly bad. Yeah. Now let's open it. So I'm going to open it from the side here. I'm going to open it from the side, okay? Say. Oh, that was easy. Okay. I think we are ready. I cut the tape in the side. Say open it. Okay. So the number right there. We have the instruction manual. Okay, so here says everything, how to operate and everything. So it has, okay, also for swing mounts. I will explain that after. I know everything about this blaster already, but still important to read the instructions if you haven't seen this video or another video. Now let's open the actual blaster. Take it from the box. Oh, it smells like brand new, man. Great. I'm going to conserve the box. I like these boxes. Now, what we get here, we can see, okay, the blaster itself. Okay, you can see here the blaster itself should have come with 2 magazines, right? 2 Halfling Adventure Force Pro 12. No, I was so wrong. It only comes with 1 magazine. Dark Zone, really? Come on. Why did you give us 2 magazines on the Nexus Pro X and you didn't pump up the price? Still $50. Okay, this one at $25. Okay, or 20 or 25 bucks, I don't remember well. Only 1 magazine. I'm sure putting a second magazine doesn't increase the cost. I'm sure, because you didn't do it on the Nexus Pro X. So why do it on this one? I don't understand. So sorry for that. So please 2 magazines for the next time. Sad only 1 and only darts enough to fill the mag once. Okay, so packaging not complete, but that's the rate of the blaster itself. Now let's take off first the blaster. Okay, first cutting the little straps that is holding it to the plastic, okay, without scratching the blaster. Great. Like that tiger of those ads, you know. Okay, Without calling the blaster. Let's do it again. Okay. Great. Now we have almost all the blaster. Oh no, the real part. So. Wait, I don't want to cut this blaster apart. It could come out if I cut the one that is left in the magazine without cutting the blaster. Okay. Come on. Okay. We'll try a little bit harder. Oh, I have a knife. Okay. Now I think I can. Oh, the grip has also one. Okay. There are too many, but still. Okay, I think I can get out the blaster without having to remove the one from the grip. Yeah, we could do so, like I expected it. Okay, so first handhold the blaster for the first time. Great. Okay, so we have it right here. Okay, so oh yeah, safety trigger. Okay, the trigger feels similar to the Nexus Pro X, but a little bit less smooth. Okay, so let's talk about the front. We have a front attachment point for Dark Zone other rifling attachment that you could want to put in this thing. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 tactical rails. So tactical, baby. And from these windows here, you can see the barrel. It's an aluminum barrel, but the good thing is this. Oh, I feel something. So this barrel is not tight on there. You could actually turn it with your finger. So that's a room. Still, okay, it's not loose. The barrel is not loose, but it's neither tight. Like, it's like perfect, but I can still turn the barrel with my finger. Okay, so better than the previous generation that was completely loose. Okay, still this one is tight, but not completely tight. And still, with your force, turn it with your finger. Okay, so that will require some upgrades, okay, to fix that and fix the air seal. So I'm sure this doesn't have a perfect air seal because of that. I'm sure it doesn't have a perfect air seal. Okay, the Nexus Pro X has a really good air seal because the barrel is totally tight. You can't even turn it with your finger, not even merging force. Okay, so plastic quality, same. Okay, it's a really hard, sturdy plastic all around. The first generation, I haven't had it in my hand, but I'm sure it was the same type of plastic in the Nexus, original Nexus Pro, and was most of the blaster really strong. Only few critiques here in the front. Okay, so maybe as well as the Aeon Pro, the first one generation. This one has all around strong plastics and it feels overall a little bit bigger. Okay, so now going to the middle, same camo type of design. This one is in orange and the Nexus Pro X is in purple, and the MAC orange on that one, and here we have the MAC in purple. It's a purple MAC. It looks really cool. I have to say, I quite like these purple Macs. I want more of them. I wish I had 2 of them. But well, the Mac well here is only halfling compatible. Only, okay? Although, really smooth the entry and exit of this magazine. Really smooth, and gravity drop. Will do. Okay? Look at it. You could do gravity drop as well. We have the trigger safety here. Here is safe, here is for fire. Now, this grip is insanely big. I don't have small hands and I can't even cover it. Oh, wow. It's really, really strong. Okay. Oh, so. Ooh, okay. I'm not going to dry fire because I don't know if this has a padded plunger head, so I'm going to see that in the disassembly guide and maybe mod guide. I think I'm going to be able to do some beastly things with it. Okay, talking about upgrades, yeah, because I'm planning to do something monstrous here. Okay, the first full mod guide of the channel, first one gonna be this one. Okay, because I think maybe, I don't know, maybe I maybe have the parts for that mod guide. Okay, so it has a really heavy, okay, priming force, and that is because being a top prime is kind of hard to push back than a bottom pump style. Okay, that's why. And maybe there's more pre-compression, and from that window you can see a little bit of spring in there. So now talking about the grip, it's the same one as the Nexus Pro X, its bigger brother, so same as comfortable, okay, really hard, and is a AR-15 type of attachment, so you could put any AR-15 grip on this blaster. Okay, so that's really neat. It has the same system, okay, of 2 triggers for the magazine. This one, if you want to pull out of it like this fast, or grab it to drop it with this trigger here. So I know how the system works. They are linked physically in here, but you're going to see that in the disassembly guide of this blaster. Okay, now the thing that is, okay, next thing we're going to open going to be the attachments, the front rifle and the sight here. So you can open that up here, the cardboard. Okay, a bit hard. Yeah, not that hard. Now, okay, open this thing from the back. Takes a little bit of force. Okay, now let's open the plastic. Okay, some darts, no, they didn't fall off. So, only enough dart to fill 1 magazine. Please give us extra darts in case the guy buying this blaster loses them. So, first of all, I'm going to mention is the P-card. This is a P-card, or pricing rifling attachment, something like that. This piece, okay, is made of plastic. Obviously, has some spiral ridges in the plastic and makes the dart spin. This goes on the front part, okay, of the blaster. You can see the rifling attachment here, and from this side you put it on here. Okay, it goes tight, and oh fuck yeah, I say it looks cool. Okay, it looks cool. So it's as simple as that. It goes there. And if the blaster has an exposed barrel, you use this part right here for an exposed barrel. This one doesn't have an exposed barrel, so this part is where it's going to go. Okay, this is compatible with many Dartson blasters. Not all of them, but many. Dartson high performance blasters I'm talking about. So now I have a cardboard box here, and we are going to try the power output on this thing now on this cardboard box to see how much it's going to get damaged. Here we have the goggles that comes with. Before making that, let's open this. Great. Now they are a little bit different. They are like a bit fatter, I have to say. Maybe I don't know. Okay, they are adjustable. The paws right here, they are kind of fat. Okay, but good. It feels hard, so I will give it like 350 FPS max that I could take. Okay, it's gonna be really hard to send this past 350 FPS, but I'm sure like maybe 250 it can. Okay, so 350 FPS gonna be the top. Okay, for these glasses, because on how they feel. I have a lot of these. I know how much one glass could take in terms of power, performance. You know, most of them go out after 200 FPS. Okay, you hit them with a 250 FPS blaster, so with a little bit of distance. Okay, you're gonna knock them out of the other guy. Okay, like maybe switch them and put them one kill like this, or even break them. Okay, this one I think could take 250 FPS shot. Okay, after that it's going to maybe get out of place in your face or something like that, because this plastic is really thick. Okay, these days high performance nerf blasts are going to be really powerful. So after the dart, there now the last part of the blaster that comes is the sight, and I have to say this sight looks really cool. Okay, goes on there here. Okay, a bit hard. Goes here this side. Okay, a little bit tight. Now looks cool, but one thing you got to notice. Okay, this blaster is really tall. The barrel of the blaster comes from the down part, and this being really tall is gonna be a little bit more harder, okay, to aim. So if you aim with this side, let's say to that fan that is right there, your shot is going to be lower than that, because there's a lot of distance between this side and the barrel. So now I'm going to load the darts onto the magazine. This is a 12 dart magazine here. 3, oh, fell, sorry, 5. I'm going to load it and see how much damage that cardboard is going to make. Okay, now loading up the glass. So we have 4 darts here. I'm going to see how much damage it's going to make to that cardboard. Okay, load it, really smooth. The prime is smooth, but you need a lot of force because it's a top prime blaster. Okay, lots there, also smooth going forward. First shot, let's see. Oh, without this, yeah, so gets the full power. Let's see how powerful it is. Oh wow. Oh, okay, so it dented a little bit the cardboard here. We're going to take another shot. The dart landed right there. So you're going to get sword arm after a while. Okay, using this. Oh fuck. So another noticeable dent right there. So definitely has performance. Okay, this one is close to around 190 FPS, 195 out of the box without any rifling attachments. Okay, and definitely was really loud. I want to see a difference. Okay, in the firing sound, this one's really loud. Okay, so maybe it doesn't have padding on the plunger top, something like that. Still, the Nexus Pro X is a little bit more quieter. This one is louder, definitely. Let's see if the Picard makes a difference on that department. Okay, now I think we have 2 darts left. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to fire actually now. Okay, here, because I just want to hear how loud or how more quieter it's going to be with this one. I don't know. So as loud, definitely. So really loud blaster in terms of the fire sound. Damn, really loud. Okay. So you got performance, and if you're a fan of Loud Blaster, this one is going to make you up. Oh my god. Okay, so between 190, 195 FPS. So for submachine gun type of blaster, that's really, really good. Okay, taking from other examples, okay, other blaster, you know, the one offered by Siren Blaster makes 150, the Nerf one, the Torrent, makes 150 as well, okay. The past generation of this one also made like 140 actually. The previous generation, the new X-Shot Fury X, okay, that's a recent release, okay, that one makes around 100 and I think it was 160, okay, 160 somewhere in that, so a little bit more powerful than those other ones. This one goes up to 195. With this thing put like 160, 170 FPS with the P card on, so definitely lowers the performance, okay, but the firepower, but it enhances accuracy. Now, without this, you have the full 195 FPS, just not as accurate, and because it's a short barrel, I don't think it's going to be too accurate without this thing, okay? I'm going to test it in some Nerf wars and in the mod guide and the disassembly guide. I'm going to tell you guys, okay, how accurate actually this is, okay, with this and without it. So full power, it's not gonna be too accurate. Less power, but it's gonna be more accurate, okay? So leaving you guys with that there. Wow, so really impressive performance. Okay, there's a few things that could be improved, like the length between the aim sight here and the actual barrel. Okay, a tight barrel doesn't have a completely tight barrel. Okay, that's something that could be improved. Okay, and yeah, this is a square type end strike, like how they call it, stock tactical point. Okay, the trigger is not as smooth, okay, as the Springer brother, although, okay, and neither those buttons are as smooth, okay, but you know, there's a little bit difference in the internals of this thing because it's a top prime, not a bottom prime, okay. So now another thing that I just noted is that when you prime it back, okay, and actually now I notice it's not a big deal, okay, it doesn't have a dedicated, okay, view window, but in this part right here that slots the priming grip, you could see how many darts you are left. Now I just noticed, okay, so don't worry about that. It doesn't have like a dedicated place to see if you have any darts left, okay, but you could certainly see them to the line that appears right there, right here, okay, insanely loud. So thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more content of this one. So in the near future I'm going to make those, if I can mod it, a mod guide, okay, and a disassembly guide. First the disassembly guide, second the mod guide. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys until next time.